Morning, 13th of January 2021. Messages, Spirit, please. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. We had today's card in yesterday's read. It's about transformations. It's about not being able to be helped through the difficult stages. Just like a butterfly can't be helped out of the cocoon. If you do this, wings won't be strong enough to fly. So you have to do this by yourself. It's Scorpio energy, so whether that's in the planets at the moment or not, I don't know. Astro DJ's giving me a song I knew when I was younger, very young. It's called Matchstick Men and Matchstick Cats and Dogs, and it's about the painter Lowry. And if you take the time to read about him, you'll get an extra message from Spirit, because they don't mention anything for no reason. So his life may have been one of transformation, because he wasn't always a painter, he wasn't always a famous painter, and he's probably, like most painters, wasn't that famous till he died. So he never even got the rewards of what he put in to his paintings, but he did them for the love of the painting, and that's what you've got to do. The rewards might not come in this lifetime. He captured the working man in his own distinct way. And people probably laughed at his matchstick figures at some point. But he carried on, as the fool on his journey should. So be like Lowry, is what Spirit says. He didn't come with a silver spoon in his mouth. That is for sure. And when you do, justice will be served. And yesterday that was in the reverse. An injustice had taken place, I believe. The number 11. Positive energy. Fairness, justice, balance. Any issues with the loins or the marital home are improving. Healing of the colon, the prostate, etc. Because you're not being so stubborn. You're not controlling everything. You're not being so tight with money. You're not caring about the material things, you're looking after yourself. A bad decision was made by someone, possibly because of communications from siblings. We had this yesterday. Or a bad union. So maybe you're getting out of that union by going to court. Letting go. Releasing your control of others and their control over you. Because there's a new beginning, a new love, a new situation. It could be being fair with siblings and letting go of the arguments that you've had when you've communicated. It could be issues with the hands, arms, shoulders, which are coming back, which that's exactly right, Spirit. So, but you have to go with your happiness. Go where your heart is, new beginnings. You found out about the deceit, the lies, those that are keeping things to themselves, or you're not keeping things to yourselves anymore, especially about health issues. There's a very demanding fire sign female, usually a Leo in this deck, but it could be an Aries, Sagittarius. She's very materialistic and demands what she wants and will take no less. So somebody, rather than struggling themselves to get out of this cocoon, is needing help. They can't do it alone. And then that means that they will never fly, because the wings won't be strong enough. There's heartache, sorrow, loss and separation in this situation. So perhaps someone needs to learn the hard way that you can't be that demanding. A relationship could be over. For others, it's a partnership. For others, it's leaving a job, letting go, thinking, forget that, I've got a better one. and they're off. So let's see if we can dig into this more. So Scorpio energy is negative. Libra energy is positive. So today is a negative day because maybe today's the day you have to go to court to legally separate, so you can have a new beginning. But it has to be fair. Either way, you can't go demanding things that aren't yours to begin with. Otherwise, that'll be your karma, even if you're in the right. Yeah, Judgment Day has arrived. Something needs to be settled once and for all. The walls of Jericho are coming tumbling down. It could be medical matters healed. It could be teeth, bones, a settlement there, or a very long-standing problem is settled. A settlement in court, perhaps. Five of Swords, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be messy because somebody wants to win at all costs, whether it's fair or not, and they're not prepared to let go. They're going to cut the nose off to spite the face. So you have to be the bigger person and walk away because it could get violent. There is changes, there is endings here. Don't look back. Don't look back and dwell on spilt milk. You played your part in it, but you're not to blame. Nobody's to blame, so stop beating yourself up. It's time to walk across the proverbial bridge and seek out your future. Yeah, impatience. Somebody wants this over and done with as quickly as possible. And they're not prepared to wait anymore. So banging their head against a brick wall, I'm afraid. There needs to be a homecoming to who you really are. It's time to heal your wounds and get on with your life. Yeah, it looks like a marriage split, end of a friendship, end of a partnership. Everything you believe to be true isn't. Somebody's not speaking the truth, especially about financial matters. And like I said, if you do that in court, there'll be trouble. Taurus energy. I was born on the 5th or the 23rd, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. It's religion, so one of you may be Catholic and not want to get divorced. It's study, it's teachers, all going wrong. And a transformation. Somebody's trying to stop this transformation. They don't want you flying because they can't fly themselves. They can't fly unaided. So Scorpio energy, in the negative, it's in its own read. So it's reiterating the fact that a transformation is being stalled because of someone else. Or you're putting the obstacles in the way because you need to get out of your safety zone. You need to stop dwelling in the past and find your future. Someone needs to make a decision, but they're refusing to do so. One of those swords has to disappear so that there's only two, so that the truth can be told. Four of Swords, there will be no peace of mind until you settle this. You have to fight for what you want. But fight fairly. Don't be speaking lies and expecting to get more out of it, because even if you win, you will not be successful, because it will only be a temporary win. So everyone's going to regret this if it starts getting messy. You have to be the bigger person and walk away. Yeah, be like the fool. Feel the fear and do it anyway. You're starting a brand new journey and you don't need to take this baggage with you. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Jump off that cliff and make your wings on the way down. Yes, you might have to take a loss. So that's the Five of Pentacles. We've got 3 fives now. It is massive changes. It's cutting yourself in half, really. It's feeling half erased. It's feeling lonely in a room full of people. What good is being a bird in a gilded cage? Isolation. Maybe some of you have to isolate. But you have to accept what is and move on. No longer keeping things to yourself. No longer letting others deceive you. This wasn't built on firm foundations. It was meant to crumble. There will be no success. There's no teamwork in this situation. A bond is broken, like I said, probably going to court. But you are protected. You're protected by a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man, a doctor, priest or lawyer, someone professional who knows what he's talking about. He's very logical and clear thinking. And then you can get over this heartache, sorrow, loss and separation that's been plaguing you for so long and go forward to abundance and success. So stop crying over spilt milk. Maybe minor surgery. Once that's done, the healing can take place. Wow, that was straight to the point, Spirit, wasn't it? 22 is positive, 13 is negative, 11 is positive, 6 or 24 is negative. Yeah, you won't survive if you stay in this situation, and there will be no abundance. Somebody is spying on you, and you need to step back and watch how people really treat you. Don't, whatever you do, get stuck in that hole, the rabbit hole of why. Because with these sort of people, you never find out why. They'll never tell you the truth. So it's time to let it go, or it poison you from the inside. They are not your people. They are not your tribe. It's time to achieve your potential elsewhere. You may have to just chop wood, draw water for a while. Work on the everyday things. Because that treasure island is not coming your way whilst you're shackled to this job, situation, person, whatever it is. And somebody is unaware of this, totally, blissfully unaware, because they're in denial. Because all that glitters isn't gold. They've been seduced by the good life. And material matters mean too much to them. You have to do this by the book. Go to court, get it settled, get it sorted. Don't go making any handshake agreements with a partner, because they will not stick to them. Not with these cards. You have to get it in writing. And be prepared to fight. It's not going to be easy. Yeah, and you have to have faith in yourself. And Master number 33, it's abundance. It is a 6. And it's the 3 of Wands. You have to turn that impatience around. You have to become patient. Very, very patient, I'm afraid. We travel, some of us, forever to seek our state, other states, other lives, other souls. The diary could be important, and the name Anne. Your obstacles will be lifted once this matter is settled. It's a sign of Sagittarius, and it is ruled by Jupiter. Things to do with the government and religion could come into play. There's a Hierophant there. 5th or 23rd. Destiny, fate and karma are all at stake here, as well as your view of what God may or may not be. It is a house of erudite knowledge, higher learning, lawyers, doctors. What did I say? You are protected by the lawyer or the doctor. Where is he gone? The King of Swords. Don't know. Is there somewhere? Lawyers, doctors and astrologers. It is most definitely of the higher mind, and our need to unite with something greater than ourselves. In this way, the 9th house represents churches, schools, especially the ones that are old, established and scholarly. But if you've been studying for 3 years, it may not have paid off, and you may have to either resit or rethink your plans. It opposes the house of communication and writing. So it's the 9th house represents publishing, and they've been talking about this for ages, haven't they? Words written or spoken. through the written word. It speaks of forums for written ideas, concepts, joining reputable literary world. So this house is important in the charts of writers or anyone wishing to bring their ideas to the forum. Usually planet-wide, so this is a global thing possibly. It's a house of open ranges. Travel, journeys, opportunities, so opening borders. But also in a personal way, that's opening your borders, so being ready to accept things. It's about esoteric matters, psychic fairs, the new age, counterculture gatherings, or places where offbeat people gather together from some visionary cause. It represents the relevance of obtaining psychic information, the rosicrucians and esoteric organisations based on ancient structures and symbolise the ninth house. It's a time to consider your impending plans in the broadest terms. It means you will have to go outside of your ordinary life to achieve these goals, and you may feel uncertain. Long distance travel, journeys and voyages to unknown places will figure in regarding your question. It's exploring and pilgrims, where the quest and destination. It is where we seek guidance and understanding, and possibly of returning to school and furthering our education. That's not going to be it. They've told us it's not it. So it's about seeking professional advice from someone to help you in this situation. Doctors, priests or lawyers. It's also travelling at a distance, which could be why we've got the Three of Swords of separation. Somebody is travelling to broaden your understanding, to gain knowledge. There will be longing to connect with something greater than ourselves. Temporary disconnect from close family where you depart from your known life into another one. The Church of Rome is represented by the ninth house, what they say about Catholics, and also represents alternative religions like modern paganism, Wicca, a sutra and so on. If your question is about love, one or the other person needs their freedom. Yes, somebody wants to be free, and there won't be commitment anytime soon. In short, this card indicates that you are about to depart on an important journey, inwardly or outwardly. It may be either way, you will be changed through the process. The card has to do with what has been tried and tested, and this established. No matter how expansive or broad-minded, it will be rooted in the traditional, and it may be a trial. So travel, shipping, long-distance journeys, passengers, a sense of adventure. Exploration, a sense of adventure is the Fool. Esoteric knowledge, mysteries, wisdom, visions, professors, teaching, old churches, temples, courts, documents, Bibles, religions, the Holy Land, priests, nuns, holy people, prayer and asking for prayers. Or if you've been speaking to spirit and like a prayer, they are saying they are listening. Grace, spiritual protection, religion, but usually not the fundamentalist kind. Religious ceremonies, horses, dogs and livestock, good or bad luck. So those born 1966 and 1970 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. As patience is needed. The media, the publishing, long distance travel, education, churches and divination, astrology. Stop listening to the media. If you listen to the media, you believe anything. Turn off the TV set and listen to your gut about situations. There's going to be some legal cases coming up globally, if not personally for you. You've got to show no fear. Yeah, Spirit are trying to talk to you. We've got all the threes today. It's very important. And you're not listening. So the Spirit Whisperer warns that you are about to go astray and you need her guidance. Red flags are waving and you must pay attention, lest you find yourself cleaning up messes that you didn't even know you'd made. She challenges you to start again and trust your intuition. In time, you will be back on track. On this occasion, you can't possibly go wrong, since there's that much more aware of the possible challenges you need to step away from. So feel the fear and do it. If this is about a relationship, you may be repeating something from your past that you don't need to relearn. So stay away, as this may end up costly distraction. That said, lessons learned over and over make for great wisdom later. I think it's time to end that cycle of continually making the same mistake, doing the things the same way. You have to change your pattern of behaviour or you won't succeed. It's time to sit peacefully and tap into the power of spirit. Listen to your thoughts. Clearly listen to the thoughts and feel the love rise within you. You are taking back control of your life. I believe we had that yesterday. Yeah, you are growing. The tallest oak tree once started as a seedling, so don't be afraid to start something new or renew. Nature constantly renews itself year after year, and that's what they want you to do. A renewal of yourself. Find out what it is you want and go towards it. Live your life in control. And if that means you have to go to court, do so. But listen to spirit, because they know what's best for you. Stop repeating a cycle that isn't good for you. Thanks for listening. Bye.